So, hallo ihr Lieben und herzlich willkommen zurück zu The Council. Es geht hier direkt weiter mit den Stufen vom letzten Mal.
There's no way I'm leaving without finding out about Mother.
Hä? Was?
There's no way I'm leaving without finding out about Mother.
Hä, was? Okay, wir wollen die Treppen nicht besteigen. Wir wollen lieber hier, anders...
It's like the barrel's been broken for quite some time.
Das Fass ist schon eine ganze Weile lang beschädigt. Oh mein Gott, wie kann es nur? Das ist doch ein Indiz für einen Mord. Ja? Kann ich es aufmachen? Nein.
It's locked. I'll never get it open barehanded.
Oh, kann ich das machen? Schwierigkeit 3. Schauen wir mal, was geht. I don't know. I made it! Because I choose the Heimlichkeit-Ding. Geil. Bernsteinstücke. Du hast gerade ein Bernsteinstück gefunden. Für je 4, die du einsammelst, stärkt deine maximale Konzentration um 1 Punkt.
Amber. This wharf is used as storage for a lot of barrels.
Aha, okay.
Uh-huh. What have we here? It's cannon powder.
Wow.
The powder's wet. Not surprising, given the dampness of the dock.
Nehme ich auf.
It's unusable now. I don't know what the person who left this barrel like this had in mind, but it's a waste.
Okay. Noch ein Bernsteinstück. Yay. Nein, ein Gelee
This looks
Royal.
like a pistol case, but it's empty. I don't know if this has anything to do with you, Mother, but if it does, at least now you're armed. Just like in my vision. And none of it's telling me anything useful.
Okay, er findet seine Vision anscheinend nicht einmal
someone
komisch.
on this island has gone through a whole lot of trouble to arm themselves. I really must find you, dear Mother, and quickly too.
Okay, wir gucken noch ganz schnell uns um, ob wir noch weitere Hinweise hier finden. Kann ich das Tor wieder zumachen? So nach dem Motto, hier ist nichts passiert? Nein. Okay, gucken wir hier noch.
A wooden floorboard.
So viele Hinweise suchen, wie wir können.
Probably comes from this part of the wharf. The wood is slightly eaten away, of course, but it still would have been fine if it weren't smashed.
Okay.
Probably comes from this part of the wharf.
Okay.
The wood is
Kann man das
eaten away,
irgendwie
of course.
überspringen?
It still would have been fine if it
Entschuldigung,
weren't
ich drücke hier
smashed.
gerade Space und Enter. Um zu gucken, ob ich das irgendwie überspringen kann, wenn ich das schon mal angequatscht hätte. Was ist das jetzt hier?
Hey, there's something not right about this floorboard.
Oh mein Gott, da
It's
ist was
different from the
darunter.
rest.
Das sehe ich sogar von hier. Okay, komm.
Somebody replaced it recently. But looks like it's fixed pretty solidly in place. It's going to be tough to rip it out of here.
Komm, wir nehmen die raus.
Ah, shit! It's not coming up. I'll never manage it barehanded. I need something to lever it with.
Ja, gut, dann suchen wir was, damit wir die Plug hier rausnehmen können. Voll komisch mit der rechten Maustaste zu laufen. Ich brauche was. Was war da hier nochmal?
This chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough.
Okay, wir haben einen Koffer von ihm. Ja, da ist es doch. Genau so was brauche ich. Take it.
It's like a bar from an old gate.
Take it.
This miserable old bar has been broken fairly recently. The edges are still clean, and the tip is blackened. Without analysis to the contrary, I put my money on cannon powder.
Nehmen Sie.
This might just come in handy.
Take it.
A sack of seeds. It's unopened. No one seems to have used any.
Okay, warte, hier gucken wir noch, was ist hier? Gelee Royal. Schon wieder. Wie kann ich denn das eigentlich benutzen?
Some rope. Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time.
Ist hier noch sonst irgendwas, was ich vergessen habe? Oh,
Let's see what's hidden inside. Let's look.
Mr. Carl Curry.
It's too badly written, I can't make out the address. The address is 50 Bedford Square, London.
Muss ich mir das merken?
The addressee is in Sao Paulo, Brazil. That reminds me, it's about time the order sent some envoys there.
Was für ein Orden?
A letter written in an Oriental language. I haven't the slightest idea what it says.
Okay, das wäre wahrscheinlich was für den Diplomaten.
Probably a Dutchman.
Dutchman!
Samuel Ritter Dauchois. Mother, you test me even when you're not here.
Ach so.
It's an anagram of Louis Moras de Riche. You wanted to write to me then. Let's see what's inside this letter. So,
Dear Samuel, my stay on Lord Mortimer's island is going wonderfully well. As I find myself in such charming company, I plan to stay a few more weeks. Would you be so kind as to send me a gift that I'd like to give to our old friend Manuel Godoy? I would be most grateful. I have been told that he's going to join us here soon. I would like to mark the occasion. Thank you in advance. Yours devotedly, Sarah Faustine de Riche.
what is your game here, Mother? What are these strange turns of phrase? Never heard you speak like that. What's going on here?
Warum gehst du weg?
Did you write to me under a pen name? Okay. But here you go even further, by trying to avoid raising any suspicions should anyone else read it. I wonder if this Godoy is the person you came looking for. Think! Godoy, Godoy, Manuel Godoy. Why does the name sound so familiar?
Ah, jetzt erinnere ich mich an die Politik.
I'm guessing he's a man of some importance. Spanish, I'd say. But just can't put a face to him. Well, hope we meet to talk about it soon, Mother. I don't know what you've gotten yourself into this time, but I'll bet you've got a lot to tell me.
Okay, kann ich so ein Gelee Royal essen? Ich würde gern so ein Royal Dingsbums essen. Ja? Essen? Stellt... Hallo? Ich will... Was soll denn das, Mann? Ich kann die nicht nehmen. Ich würde gern hier eins davon essen. Aber es geht nicht. Warum geht das nicht? Oh, wir waren hier eigentlich, glaube ich, noch nicht fertig.
Let's see what's hidden inside.
So.
Let's look.
Karl, Oha, Mr. H.B. de la Boff.
An address in Cairo, Egypt. Mortimer communicates with the whole world, apparently.
Ah, ich weiß schon, wie ich das essen kann. Warte mal.
This envelope is meant for the Vatican. Apparently this letter is meant for Pope Pius VI, born Giovanni Braschi. I wonder which one of these people is influential enough to write to the Pope in person.
Da, ich glaube, jetzt sind wir fertig, oder? Jawohl. So, ich würde gern so ein Ding essen. Tata! Ich hab's herausgefunden. I'm so gut. Ich bin doch nicht so gut. Ich hab's herausgefunden, wie das geht. So, ich glaube... Jetzt können wir mit der Eisen... Warte. Drehen Sie um, Monsieur, bitte. Ist hier noch was? Nein. Jetzt kann man mit der Eisenstange dieses Brett aufstemmen. Da. Oder wo war das? Hier. Wir haben eine Eisenstange. So. Go for it.
That does it. Let's see what's hidden inside. There's a book and also a bag. The Mysterium Cosmographicum. I know that book well.
Mother used to read passages from it to me all the time.
And judging from what I can see, it's the same one as hers. For crying out loud, what's happened to you, Mother?
Wer weiß das schon? Manuskripte. Mit Manuskripten kannst du dich während deines Abenteuers weiterbilden. Zu Beginn jedes Kapitels legst du fest, welches Manuskript du lesen willst und erhältst dafür permanente Fertigkeitenpunkte. Okay.
Let's look inside the bag. A little food.
Wissenschaft, Okkultismus. Ich muss mich dann also entscheiden, was ich lesen
A few
will.
toiletries, a small key, and some kind of black powder. Some fruit, a piece of bacon, and some bread.
Oh,
Fruit's
Speck.
still firm. Bread's a bit stale. From the smell, this food's been here roughly 2 days. And if it's rationed, there's enough left to last 2 more days.
Woher weiß sowas?
An iron key completely rusted.
Oh, komm, wir nehmen den.
You never know. It might be useful. I hope Mother wasn't counting on it. The bottom of the bag is covered in black powder. And judging by its consistency, it's the same type of powder that I found earlier. This just gets better and better.
Ja, du findest so viele interessante Sachen.
Shit, those are definitely my mother's things. I recognize her hairpins. This bag smells of her perfume. A piece of soap, some oils, and her powder puff. What does all this mean?
Okay, dann können wir jetzt auf
Right.
den Tisch nehmen.
Just in case, I'll take it all. I'll give it back to Mother when I see her.
Na, da haben wir ja doch
So,
eigentlich...
let's go through this. My mother's been hiding pieces of bread between the rotten boards of the wharf in the middle of the night. That's not normal. And if that weren't enough, it looks now like she's armed. Meanwhile, she also takes the time to send out letters, reassuring whoever might be interested that she's having a fabulous time here. So odd. So very odd. And that's not even all I've noticed. But maybe I ought to move on to the manor now.
Glaube ich auch.
They'll be waiting for me. At least I hope so.
Glaube ich auch. Ich glaube, wir müssen jetzt echt mal zum Herrenhaus gehen. Warte. So, jetzt.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
Lies Briefe, die von den anderen... Na, verdammt. Ich wollte das lesen!
Impressive.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
Warum?
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sir Derich, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance. Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
Oh, was? Oh, scheiße. Konfrontation. Während einer Konfrontation musst du durch mehrere Phasen gehen und dabei so überzeugend wie möglich bleiben. Konfrontationen wirken sich auf den Verlauf der Geschichte aus. Daher solltest du bei Bedarf auch deine Fertigkeiten einsetzen. Bei jeder Konfrontation wird grafisch angezeigt, bisher du die Person, mit der du redest, überzeugen konntest. Ach du Scheiße.
Thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Ich konnte doch noch gar nichts auswählen. Vergiss es, her mit dem Brief.
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow then.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
Only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is commendable. But as we work together on a daily basis, it is surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
Berufsgeheimnis, unser Geschäft ist vertraulich. Geht das? Ich mach das mal.
Be it mother or myself, our motto has always been discretion.
Oh mein Gott, ich bin ausgelaugt. Scheiße. Oh
All
Gott.
things. And to promise to never betray a word of honor. Was your secret safe with Mother? It will be even more so with me.
You have convinced me. The mystery with which your mother manages her business proves that she carries your motto close to her heart. Your words seem sincere, my son.
All the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful. Do you think I should give it to you?
Kann ich ein Dingens essen? Oh, ich kann es essen, Gott sei Dank. Warte mal, was ist das denn? Ich so tun, als wollte ich nicht. Warte. Warte. Charakter. Nein. Hier. Ah, wir haben hier keine Schwäche. Scheiße. Fuck. Ja, komm, wir machen es.
Look, you seem hesitant. The simplest thing to do is just to give it to her when you see her. After all, it's not that urgent.
Yes. I mean, yes, it's urgent. I mean, what if we don't find each other here on the island?
Though I don't know yet when I'll be leaving. I might not be staying for very long. What to do? Can you see a solution?
Come on. Just give me the letter for crying out loud.
I cannot run the risk alone. I am going to trust you. You seem like an honest man.
Bingo.
Listen to me, my child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one other than your mother will read it?
In der letzten Phase einer Konfrontation musst du die Person, mit der du redest, überzeugen, indem du die passende Dialogoption auswählst. Wenn du dich falsch entscheidest, wird die Phase so lange wiederholt, bis du die richtige Option wählst oder keine Fehler mehr möglich sind. Die letzte Phase einer Konfrontation mit dem Misserfolgsfall wiederholt. Scheiße. Ich glaube nicht an Gott. Ich glaube nicht an sein Gott. Oh Gott. Nein, das glaube ich... ja, komm.
I swear by the Almighty God to honor the promise that no one but my mother shall cast her gaze upon your letter.
Good. Listen, let's
Kann doch
stop
von dem
there.
Papst nicht mit
I'm
Wissenschaft
going
kommen.
to tell you a secret, Monsieur Derich. Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders. Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her. That time is short.
Well played. I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
Oh, ich werde den Brief sowas von lesen. Verborgene Elemente. Viele Hinweise und Gegenstände sind nicht sofort ersichtlich. Manche von ihnen wirken sich auf dein Abenteuer aus, deswegen solltest du stets die Augen offen halten. Alright. So, was ich eigentlich vorher noch sagen wollte, eigentlich schon im ersten Part und was ich versäumt habe zu sagen. Es ist momentan nur die erste Episode draußen und die hat 4 Kapitel oder 5. Und insgesamt sind es 5 Episoden. Ja. Und wir sind gerade im Prolog. Ein Erdsternchen. Erdsternchen versetzen dich in den Zustand sensibilisiert. Du kannst vorübergehend die Humanitäten und Schwächen erkennen, die sich auf einen Dialog auswirken. Und du kannst nicht mehr als 5 bei dir tragen.
Devil's Thorn.
Devil's Thorn? Klingt viel, viel böser als
Maybe I
Erdsternchen.
should introduce myself to the other guests first.
Maybe, ja, maybe solltest du das. Was da? Warte.
Lord Mortimer certainly has a taste for staging rooms.
Alles schön absuchen. Ihr wisst ja, gerade in so einem Spiel ist es wichtig, so viele Hinweise wie möglich zu finden.
Crucifixion of St. Peter. He was crucified upside down, out of humility. Surprising for an entrance hall.
Okay, wenn du das sagst. Ich weiß es nicht. Ich mag Kunst, aber ich bin nicht wirklich begabt in manchen Dingen. Was haben wir hier?
Lives of the Noble Greeks and Romans by Plutarch. A biography of the great men.
Okay. Durchblättern.
Opened Brutus's page. Caesar, stabbed by multiple blows at once, sees Brutus raise the dagger on him. Then, covering his head with his robe, he delivers himself to the arms of the conspirators. Nice family.
Ja.
Let's keep it. Might come in handy someday.
Ja, genau. Wir klauen hier einfach mal ein Buch. Warum nicht? Okay, ich kann mich hier hinsetzen. Ein Schachbrett.
I thought my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say.
Die hat aber
I've been longing
große
for a warm fire for ages.
Brüste.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence, Cardinal Piaggi. He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simpler.
George Washington,
Oh.
President of the United States of America.
Oh,
Delighted at last to make your acquaintance, Mr. President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis Moras de Richet. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet, and you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you forgive my indiscretion?
Scheiße.
At the risk of disappointing you, we weren't conspiring in our corner, sir. His Eminence was simply telling me that he knew my mother and how much he held her in high esteem.
It so happens that Monsieur de Richet's mother is to join us.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Holm, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests.
During which time we remake the world.
Accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
Warum sind die dann alle so neugierig?
Like you, Mr. President, I'm here as a result of Lord Mortimer's invitation.
2 members of the same family here. That is rare.
You know what they say. You can pick your nose, but you can't pick your family.
Seriously, though, I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
Ja.
Good Lord. Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order. It's the highest distinction of the order in the United States. It puts him on par with my mother. He must really know his stuff when it comes to the occult.
Good evening, my friends.
Holy shit. That's the man for my vision.
An urgent case has delayed our host, Lord Mortimer. He can't be present this evening, and he sends his deepest apologies.
He's asked me here and he hasn't even turned up? Great start. Do you know that man?
Sir Gregory Holm, an English aristocrat, very influential. He's also close to Lord Mortimer, so don't be surprised if he acts like he's at home.
And now, my dear guests, a light meal is served in the small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh,
Dann schrei doch
you
nicht
shall
so
be
rum.
quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Holm, but I've already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
If you don't mind, Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Please feel at home. And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision.
Scheiße. Ach komm, wir machen das
My
hier.
vision is more important. Let's follow home.
Oh ja, meine
I'll follow
Vision
you,
ist
sir.
so wichtig.
Mr. Washington, I hope to speak with you at greater length on another occasion. Emily, please excuse me, but I would like to speak to Sir Holm. I shall see you later.
George Washington. Ah, hoher
My
Besuch.
friend, I hope our dear Giovanni is well.
Bisschen Regie.
The troubles in France have fatigued him, but he will recover slowly. Do not fear. He apologizes for remaining in Rome. The voyage was too much for him.
And right he was, too. The mildness of the Mediterranean, eh? Come, sit down and have something to eat, my friend. You look rather pale.
Okay, da brauche ich
Excuse me,
was
sir.
Politik.
I have been neglecting my duty. I haven't introduced myself. Sir Gregory Holm, an old friend of Lord Mortimer's.
Sehr
A real
ekelhaft.
pleasure, sir.
You who must be well used to the court of France. How do you find this peaceful little haven?
Charming if I hadn't come here for disturbing reasons.
Yes, I heard the news. What a story.
Indeed. I wanted to ask you, would you have any information about the disappearance of my mother?
Very little, I'm afraid, my young friend. Your mother came at the invitation of Lord Mortimer. Then, one fine day, we couldn't find her anywhere.
That's it?
As I said, I don't know very much. Lord Mortimer had the entire area searched immediately. We found no clue as to her disappearance. But I am convinced that as soon as Lord Mortimer becomes available, he will explain the situation.
Thank you for your answers, Sir Holm. But I beg your pardon. I get the impression I know you. Have we met?
Except in my dreams, of course.
Not that I remember, young man. Perhaps you are mistaking me for another member of the Chamber of Lords. And what with the wig and the powder, it wouldn't be the first time.
No, you were definitely the one I saw threatening my mother.
I thought... Never
Wer
mind.
ist das?
It'll come back to me. Would you allow me one last question, sir? I don't want to take up all your time.
Please, go ahead. What do you want to know?
Was wollten Sie meine Mutter? Was haben Hilfe und meine Mutter miteinander zu tun?
Do you know if anyone else has gone missing recently?
Not at all, sir. It's as if Sarah has purely and simply vanished into thin air.
That's right. Just take me for an idiot, why don't you?
Not even a servant, then?
Not even a servant. I can assure you, we would have been informed.
Keep your faith, my son. Only the celebrated Sarah Derice could vanish before our very eyes, and she will reappear. You will see.
Da keucht wer.
No!
Elizabeth! I should have insisted that you rest in your room.
Do you want me to call someone?
Let me handle this. I'm used to this kind of thing. Miss, can you hear me?
Leave me.
Seltsames oder...
It's just a dizzy spell. Don't worry. You'll be all right. Her heart rate is already becoming more stable.
Wow. Poor girl's had her hands tattooed. I've seen these pinnacles before in old occult books from the end of the 12th century. I don't know what that young woman's trying to protect herself from, but she definitely takes it seriously.
I'm so sorry.
Can you tell me something about her? Who is this young lady?
Elizabeth Adams. She's come to the island for a course of treatment, to rest.
For a course of treatment?
That's right.
Boah, die
Sehr
Aufnahme von
can do
Gesicht ist
wonders.
heftig.
Are you all right, Elizabeth? Do you feel any better?
When did she arrive?
4 days ago.
Okay. My mother had already gone missing.
Are you all right, Elizabeth? You gave us quite a fright.
Take it easy, miss.
Let me... I just need to get back to my room.
Of course, my dear. Go ahead. You saw it, didn't you?
Pardon me?
I segni della bestia.
Sorry, Your Eminence. I don't speak Italian.
Forget it. It doesn't matter.
Irgendwas von einer Bestie.
Gentlemen, it's getting late. It is time for everyone to go to bed. It has been a long day.
Alright.
It's all the more delicate.
I'll see what I can do, but the case I'm on at the moment might well leave me with very few opportunities. Well, I am impressed with all this splendor.
But don't spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent. You seem to be intrigued by that statue.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
Lord Mortimer is fond of atypical works of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
Schnell, wo ist man?
The statue is impressive, and so are the paintings. Rubens, the Caravage, Guignero. Lord Mortimer has very good taste, and the means to express it.
Oh, I see our young sir is a connoisseur.
Yes, in my spare time. Yet, I couldn't tell you who the artist of that painting there is.
Oh, das kennen wir aus Layers of Fear. Das kennen wir aus Layers of Fear.
But the style intrigues me.
Saturn devouring his son. Oh, well, you wouldn't know. The artist is none other than Lord Mortimer. I thought for a long time that the painting wasn't finished, but my old friend assured me it was. Still, there's no accounting for taste.
Not very conventional, but it sure does hold your attention.
You will find that Lord Mortimer is not what one would call conventional, Monsieur de Richet.
Sir Hall, who was that young lady with you?
Elizabeth Adams, Mr. President. She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
Miss Adams is here to rest. You have perhaps already come across her in the corridors. She arrived a few days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence. On that note, it's very late. You must be exhausted.
Ah, das sind wahrscheinlich alles
The
Detektiv
servant will accompany
Sachen.
you to your rooms.
Nehme ich jetzt mal an. Aufmerksamkeit, Psychologie, Befragen und alles. Klingt alles sehr nach Detektiv. Charakter enthüllt Elizabeth Adams. Moment. Okay, ich würde sagen, ich mache hier einen ganz kurzen Cut. Die Folge geht nämlich schon jetzt über eine halbe Stunde. Und ich hoffe sehr, es hat euch gefallen. Es wird auf jeden Fall schnell weitergehen. Und sie hat eine coole Frisur, finde ich. Also wenn ihr jetzt mal guckt hier, die liebe Elizabeth hier, die hat schon eine coole Frisur und schöne Augen. Und ja, vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen. Wir sehen uns wie immer beim nächsten Mal. Macht es gut. Ciao!